welcome back to Thousands of Roots. I'm Carrie, and thanks for watching our channel today. Really appreciate you guys. For those who don't know, we are a family of 9 living on 20 acres here in the Ozarks of Missouri, and we are endeavoring to build an off-grid permaculture homestead. We homeschool. Today I am particularly thankful for the freedoms that we have in homeschooling our children. I understand that not all families are able to do this. I grew up in one of those families. My parents both worked, so I went to public school. And though I'm very thankful for my education, and beyond that, the college education I got to become a credentialed teacher, if I had had the freedom to pursue what I'm passionate about, I would have been gardening, growing cut flowers. I would have pursued sewing from scratch, no pattern sewing. There's just so many things that I would have loved to enjoy as a child and through my growing up years if I'd had that freedom. Through my junior high and high school years, I spent about 2 hours a day just riding the bus. I mean, I can't even imagine what I could have done with those 2 hours every single day through junior high and high school. With all that's happening in the world today, there's a lot of families finding their children at home, not able to even go to public school, and be encouraged. This may be a perfect opportunity for you to be able to discover with your children what their passions are and then give them the freedom to pursue those. Yes, there are definitely core subjects that still by law are supposed to be taught and need to be taught, but I'm finding more and more as I homeschool my children that those core subjects can be so quickly learned. And there's so much more to those core subjects than just textbooks and worksheets and tests. When children have a love for learning and they begin to see what their passions are and they have the freedom to pursue those, all of a sudden this core subject can turn into something that is so much more than just a head knowledge education, but can turn into valuable skills for life that could possibly even be provisioned for a family one day. So I'm going to ask each of our children, of course not the baby, but I'm going to ask each of the children what their passions are and how homeschooling gives them the freedom to pursue those passions.
River dancing.
You love river dancing, huh? Irish dancing?
Yeah. I love riding bikes.
And anything active, huh? And you also like turning trash into treasures. You're a very creative and busy guy, aren't you?
What was it again? I love having the freedom to paint. I love having the freedom to garden, save seeds, draw, read, cook.
You're learning all kinds of fun things. A lot of them useful skills for the future too, huh? And what did you get to do last week that was new and different but really exciting?
Cob. I mixed cob and stuff.
Yeah, you got to help with the rocket mass system. So we're going to show everyone a little bit of what happened last week with that. That was a fun project for all you children, huh? Great learning experience.
I mixed it with my feet.
Uh-huh.
First trial of lighting the rocket mass stove fire.
Smoke coming up and out.
That's the chimney for the rocket mass stove. Smoke coming out. Yeah, it's drawing. It's drawing pretty good. I don't know if we can see it, but it's actually pulling the smoke from the room back in.
Now that we got dry wood in there. Mixing the cob dance. Oh, that's a nice big log, isn't it? Load. 2 loads. Thank you.
just throw this on?
Yeah? Yep. Excellent.
There?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the whole chunk. Still have some out there? Perfect.
So the whole rocket mass masonry experiment that we're doing in our add-on, it has a purpose. For those who don't know, it is to heat our water tank that freezes in the wintertime, and so we would like to keep our gravity-fed water system going all winter long. That's the point of the masonry rocket mass system. So after that first fire up, the gentleman who's been building the project for us, he ended up problem solving, used some furnace cement to help seal as many cracks as he could find. And the second time it was fired up, there was a lot less smoke. And so we're hopeful that when the whole project is finished, dried, the cob is dried, and all the piping is in place properly, we're really hopeful it's going to work. So this has been a project that has involved the whole family. I don't even know what subject it would really fall into, but there is problem solving, there's math, there's the skill of looking at a plan and implementing it. It's like a big puzzle to piece together. There's also a lot of interpersonal relational things going on. There's a little bit of physical education. This one project encapsulates so many different subject areas, and it has so much purpose, and not all of our children loved it. Some of them were not too fond of parts of the process, but each of them was able to enjoy at least some part of the whole project. Now I'm going to check in with the older children and let you hear some of what they're passionate about.
I really like building things and working with people. I've enjoyed the rocket mass system working with Mr. Matthias.
Yeah, that's been a fun project for you, huh? Do you think you would be able to have the time to enjoy a project like that if you were going off to public school?
No.
No, because that takes a lot of hours, huh?
Yeah.
You've put a lot of hours into that project. Yeah.
I love studying entomology, and homeschooling gives me the freedom to just come out in the garden and watch and learn about the bugs. I'm learning what bugs are good and bad for the garden, and I'm interested in beekeeping someday.
Very cool. Yeah, we would love to have honey, huh? Yep. That's our main sweetener. And is there a bug you want to show us today?
Yep, right here. This, I believe, is a great golden digger wasp. And it's good for the garden because it's a pollinator.
What would happen if we didn't have pollinators in our garden?
There wouldn't be much fruit, much anything.
Right. Bugs are super important, often looked over, or a lot of people just go, ew. That's what I do to a lot of bugs, huh? Josh, you've given me a great appreciation for bugs, and I'm just so excited for what the Father has planned for you in this field of entomology.
Hey guys, I'm Caleb and I'm 17, and I love tinkering and blacksmithing and learning about graphic design, and homeschooling has given me the time to be able to research and study those things. And though I don't love homesteading, I do value it, and I hope to have my own homestead someday. So homeschooling has given me a lot of experience in that.
Right, if you were going away every day, there's a lot you'd miss on the homestead, huh? Because it's an all-day, everyday adventure. All right, guys, so whether you have children homeschooling or your children are going away to public school, I hope you were encouraged today to watch your children, ask your children questions, and get to know what they're passionate about, what they love, what Yahweh has put within them. Have fun discovering and help draw it out. Draw out those gifts and talents and abilities that are for a purpose that's far greater than just taking a test or getting some sort of a certificate. Let's help our children take what they love into the real world and be a blessing to others, and enjoy doing it in the process. A quick side note before we close out the video. Since the Kellogg family left and we've had this plot of property available, we've had people writing in with interest in joining our homestead here, and we just feel really blessed and honored that those people would want to be a part of our lives in that way. We don't want to give any false hope to people, though. That plot, we've decided, is going to probably go to one of our children. It's right next to where Josh would like to build a home. So most likely it'll become Josh's property. And we also do have another family that has been planning for years to join us here on the homestead. So those of you who have written in with interest in coming to this area, starting a homestead, you're wanting to get out of the city, there's lots of different situations. We understand. We were there 7 years ago, and so we know what it's like. And know that we are thinking of you, we're praying for you as the Father leads. So with that, we pray blessings over you and yours, and whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.